In the late 19th century, two American astronomers, William H. Pickering and Percival Lowell, predicted the size and approximate location of what Lowell called Planet X, the first time this term was used. Most of the debate in the scientific community is not about the existence of a celestial body called Planet X or even the observed effects of this object on the orbit of identified planets. The discussion is about what it is. Is it a planet? A giant comet? A nearby protostar? A dead star? Or is it a primordial black hole the size of a grapefruit with the weight of 10 Earths? Whatever it is, it has a strong gravitational pull. Before the discovery of Uranus in 1781, our planetary solar system ended with Saturn. Ancient Greeks called these known planets wanderers. After its discovery, it was observed that Uranus's orbit was irregular with a sideways orientation, so scientists began looking for a planet outside Uranus's orbit that could be blamed for the gravitational pull on the planet's movement. That led to the discovery of Neptune in the 1840s. However, Neptune was determined to be too small to account for the orbital behavior of Uranus, and in fact, both Uranus and Neptune seem to be affected by a still more distant, remote planet. In 1930, when Pluto was discovered, it too, in 1978, was determined to be too small to have a significant gravitational pull on other planets. Pluto was found to be so small that in 2006 it was downgraded from the status of a planet to a dwarf planet, similar in size to most planets' moons. So what's causing the orbits of Uranus, Neptune, and even Pluto to change every time they circle the sun? As a 1983 New York Times article described, quote, "Something out there beyond the farthest reaches of the known solar system seems to be tugging at Uranus and Neptune. Some gravitational force keeps perturbing the two giant planets, causing irregularities in their orbits. The force suggests a presence far away and unseen, a large object that may be the long-sought Planet X. Dr. Robert Harrington and Dr. Thomas C. Van Flandern have confirmed that Uranus and Neptune's orbits can be explained by a single undiscovered planet, and calculate that the 10th planet should be 2 to 5 times more massive than Earth, and have a highly elliptical orbit that takes it some 5 billion miles beyond that of Pluto, but still within the gravitational influence of the Sun." In the same Dr. Harrington's 1988 publication in the Astronomical Journal titled "The Location of Planet X," he further confirms, quote, "The motions of Uranus and Neptune cannot be adequately represented within the present gravitational model of the solar system. Pluto cannot have the detectable effect on these two planets. There is therefore a good possibility that there is at least one undetected planet in our solar system." While conducting research on Planet X's movements from the Black Birch Observatory in New Zealand, Dr. Harrington developed a fast-acting cancer and died before he was able to report his findings. The mysterious planet is also cold, casts no light, and an infrared telescope is needed to even see it. As the Washington Post reported in 1983, quote, "When scientists first saw the mystery body and calculated that it could be as close as 50 trillion miles, there was some speculation that it might be moving toward Earth. If it's still moving towards Earth, as reported by the Washington Post, could Planet X eventually have a gravitational pull on our own orbit? What kind of changes would that cause?" Some researchers, like Bart Sibrel, believe Planet X is rapidly moving towards Earth as it conducts its orbit around the Sun, and assert that it will cause significant changes to life on our planet. He and others believe that Dr. Harrington was given a viral cancer strain and killed by the US government before he could return and report on Planet X's approach to Earth, in order to conceal the truth about a catastrophic future for humanity. Sibrel lays out signs of the influence of Planet X's increasing gravitational pull on our planet, including the increase of newly discovered comets and asteroids thrown out of orbit by Planet X, an increase in global earthquakes as Planet X pulls on the Earth's crust, up 1,000% in the past 10 years, and the increase in solar flares as the sun's energy is magnetically drawn toward Planet X. Are these changes in our solar system a coincidence? Or is this massive, mysterious planet getting closer to us? Sabrell further points out in his research that if any gravitational object were to approach the Earth, it would certainly cause disastrous meteor showers, worldwide tidal waves, coastal flooding, as well as economic collapse and food shortages from the catastrophic disruption of our seasons. Is this what Jesus warned us about as signs before his second coming in Luke chapter 21? There will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the sky, and on the earth distress of nations with perplexity, and the seas and the waves roar, men's hearts failing them from fear and expectation of those things which are coming upon the whole earth. The heavens will be shaken. Could our planet's orbit be changed by Planet X's gravitational pull, as foretold in Isaiah 13? The Earth will be moved out of its place. Only time will tell. This is Brian Wilson with Infowars.com.